Labour won't win the election, the Tories will lose it, says Barry. Peter says Thames Water should be allowed to go bust. Shareholders must take the hit. They have indebted the company while benefiting from outrageous and unwarranted dividend payments. It is time to take any water companies in financial trouble back into public ownership. I wonder what trade unionist Andy McDonald thinks of that. I can't predict what you might possibly say when I ask you if water companies should be brought back into public ownership.
I think genuinely nationalisation is the path forward with with public energy. We need public energy. We need public water. That's what we need. Railways, no. I think we should have regionalised railways, honestly, because if you look at TfL, you look at the Greater Manchester bus network, I think when we look at it on a kind of internal transport scale, it's gone quite well when it's been regionalised.
TfL's gone quite well, really?
Well, it's the best metro system in the UK, yeah.
Transport for London? Well,
yeah, I mean, it is objectively the best transport system in the UK.
That may well be the case, but...
TfL's fantastic.
Possibly a low base. I mean, Crossrail wasn't exactly a huge success, was it?
Well, we're both from outside of London.
Yes.
I don't know if you are as well.
No, I'm from London.
But TfL is objectively the best transport system in the UK.
If we had it
across the country, it would be incredible.
Yes, that's fine. I don't disagree with anything.
Incredible.
But the fact is that the best transport system in the UK is a bit like saying sort of, I don't know, the slimmest member of James Corden's family. I mean, it's sort of, it's not exactly a ringing endorsement, Luke Gittos.
Well, no, I agree. I mean, I was on the tube yesterday and it took 2 hours to get from central London to East London. It's beset with problems. That's not to say that it's not a good example in the context of the United Kingdom, but that just speaks to our complete lack of transport infrastructure when it comes to the rest of the country. I mean, I spent some time in Newcastle. They have a wonderful metro system up there that does seem to function fairly effectively. And in other parts of the country may be similar, but I do think when it comes to nationalisation, the crisis around water is a serious one, and we should have a serious debate around what kind of utility should be in public ownership. That's a publicly popular policy. It's one thing that Jeremy Corbyn seemed to get right when it came to communicating with the British public. So there is a room for debate on this, certainly around water, and argue around transport as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I should apologise to Luke, to James Corden's family there. It has often been said, not least by a few texters of this programme, that I look like a slightly thinner James Corden. So there we are. But I'm sure there are many members of the family who are very healthy, and I shouldn't be fat shaming them. But in terms of water, it's a very, very interesting one. There's actually another report out today saying that the rowers in the boat race between Oxford and Cambridge shouldn't actually ingest or even go into the Thames itself because of E. coli. Yeah. So I mean, look, the Thames is never going to be the river that is the purest water necessarily, but when it comes to not just the water in the Thames but also Thames Water, these things are very controversial, Luke.
Well, I hear that there is a tradition after the boat race that they throw the cocks into the water. It would somewhat detract from the spectacle.
That's the person who shouts at them and tells them to go quickly.
Yes, as far as I understand. I know nothing about
usually a little person.
Yeah, okay. So but it would rather detract from the spectacle if he had to sort of wear a hazmat suit to be thrown in there to present himself getting covered in E. coli. I mean, look, I think the problems with the river pollution are awful. I mean, apparently the Thames is a comparatively clean river when it comes to it. I don't know if that's true or not.
But there is a massive issue in terms of cleaning up our rivers. Lough Neagh in Northern Ireland, for example, absolutely destroyed in recent years because of pollution and so on. There's so many water supplies, sewage. I mean, it's so basic, isn't it? You just sort of say to Thames Water and other companies like that actually, you had two jobs. One, give us clean water. Two, get rid of the water that isn't clean. Just do that.
Well, you think it would be simple enough, but I guess if I could do it, I'd be running Thames Water. I wouldn't be on talkTV. But I just think this boat race story is just so bizarre, isn't it? Really, as long as just tell them to keep their mouth shut. Just don't swallow the water, and they'll be fine.
Yes.
Question mark.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure when Cambridge win, as they have done until the last 4 years, then they'll still throw them in.
Can I be incredibly sexist on this point? So they've now started to say, usually the BBC say, well, the men's boat race was run by these people, this university, Oxford and Cambridge, and the women's boat race was won by this. There is one boat race. It is between the men. Sorry, that is factual.
Women's boat race is fantastic.
I mean, it is. It's great, good for them. But the boat race is between. But what I always think is we need to congratulate both Oxford and Cambridge because they always get to the final.
Yeah.
They get through those heats and they get to the final.